Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Chapter 12 of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, titled the Polyjuice Potion. Polyjuice Potion. So we start off with the last one left off, and Harry's in Dumbledore's office. He has a talk with the Sorting Hat, and I guess Harry kind of wants to get... I'm assuming Harry wants to get validated that he is a Gryffindor or something. But the Hat just doubles down. You would have made a perfect Slytherin. I kind of... And would was in bold and italicized, I believe it is. So I believe that's the Sorting Hat kind of turning back on its word. Like, yeah, you would have been a good Slytherin, but like, I put you in Gryffindor. What do you want from me, man? I'm just a hat. Of course, Harry didn't like that answer. Because, you know, heir Slytherin and all that. Hagrid bursts into Dumbledore's office and, like, I love Hagrid. Because he was defending Harry, talking over Dumbledore. Eventually, Dumbledore had to kind of raise his voice. I don't think it was, Harry, did you put your name on the goblet of fire type raising his voice. Just, you know, a regular raised voice. And Hagrid was like, oh, well, I'll be out shake then. We are introduced to Fawkes the Phoenix, and this is his burning day. He burns up and is basically reborn as a baby chick and to grow up. Whatever. And start to recycle again. Dumbledore asks Harry why, if he's has any information. And Harry, remembering Ron's line of, even in the Wizarding world, hearing voices isn't something that's normal or whatever. So he doesn't tell Dumbledore. I'm just like, man, at this point, how short would these books be if Harry was just open with Dumbledore? I mean, at this point in time, I don't think... Honestly, though, I don't think even if Harry told Dumbledore, he wouldn't have been able to piece anything. Maybe he would have. He'd have heard the rumors about the snake, hearing voices. Maybe Dumbledore would have sat on that for a day or two and be like, holy shit, snakes in the wall. There are snakes in the wall. Anyway, so they finish the Polyjuice Potion. Ron and Harry proceed to drug Crabbe and Goyle with a cupcake. Side note, nasty ass Crabbe and Goyle, just grabbing random cupcakes off the floor and eating them. But still, Harry and Ron are pieces of shit for drugging Crabbe and Malfoy, because at this point, all Crabbe and Malfoy are bigot bullies. Yeah. Hermione is very lucky her plan failed. She was going to go in as Millicent Bulstrode. Millicent Bulstrode, who got on the train to go home. So what was the plan? She's just going to come in for 1 hour and basically pretend to psych everybody out like, oh no, I would never go on the train. I was always in here. And then just straight mind-fucking with Malfoy because now she's going to be gone. And Bulstrode's going to come back from the winter holidays and be like, what do you mean? I got on that train. I never stayed for the holiday. Anyway, Hermione's potion goes wrong because it was a cat hair. Because, of course, pulling a random hair off someone's cloak is going to absolutely work out perfectly. So, Harry and Ron go in, and they meet Percy and Penelope Killerwater, I guess, who are in the dungeons, I guess, rendezvousing or whatever. In the dungeons? Man, they can't take a friendly walk around the courtyard or something? The dungeons of all places? Honestly, even though they're prefects, both of their houses are like in towers, I believe, or something like that. So They're in the complete opposite of where they should be as a Gryffindor and a Ravenclaw. Oh, whatever. We also get, Ginny getting very worried about more attacks every time that, Fred and George, they were kind of making light of Harry being the heir of Slytherin, or getting mocked as that. And I'm both with Fred and George, because Harry enjoyed it, but at the same time, I feel like they might be making it worse. Like, I kind of feel like them poking fun and joking about it probably didn't help anything. It helps Harry, but I feel like even just joking about that is far too soon, considering people are actively getting petrified. So they finally get information out of Malfoy. It's not Malfoy, obviously. It's not Malfoy's dad, because it was open 50 years ago. Before his dad's time. The person was caught and expelled because a Muggleborn died. And is probably in Azkaban, which is a wizarding prison. I don't like Draco Malfoy, but I gotta give him props. When Harry was, being slow as crab, he said, "If you're any slower, you're gonna start going backward." God. Draco admits that Arthur raided the Malfoy Manor, but they didn't get anything because they didn't check the cupboard in the storeroom or whatever, some secret tunnel. And, which basically means, while they didn't get the correct information, they didn't find out who the heir of Slytherin is, they did find out that Draco was a massive piece of shit, because he's wishing that if anyone dies, it's Hermione, which is just I need you to know this. Draco was wishing that Hermione dies. He also wants to know who the heir of Slytherin is, so he could probably help them. Again, that was probably more blustering, but even still. It was not a complete bust, though, because they did get the information about the secret past hatch or whatever in Malfoy Manor to get the dark magic, so that's what Ron does. He sends it off to, a letter off to his father, while Hermione gets sent to the hospital wing because she's still a cat. She botched the potion because it's not made for... Polyjuice Potion is not meant to work with animals. So, yeah. Overall, I really enjoyed this chapter. I really loved that Ron and Harry are becoming spies, I suppose. They're really trying to do their investigative work. Like last time, I feel like this is a consequence of last year where they accused Snape, fully believed it was Snape, and then it was Quirrell. Even though they hate Draco Malfoy, even though they really don't like him, and they fully believed it was him, they still got the Polyjuice Potion because they didn't want to have a repeat of last year where they went in blind. And I do love that it kind of shows that they're learning from the consequences, They went in fully expecting Snape, and they got Quirrell. So now, even though they fully expected Malfoy, they still went in to double check, which is good, because it's not Malfoy. I'm sorry, but the line of, "if you go any slower, you'll go backward," is really funny. Percy is a piece of shit, but he's like an endearing piece of shit. In a type of way. I'm going to give this chapter an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you next video.